Oh dear, Henry, that's not good at all.
Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
I was subsequently also visited in a dream by the Virgin Mary.
What? You too? Sacrilege! That has all the makings of a cult.
And an adulterer.
So, Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality. Johanka will now hear my verdict.
Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are in Sasau, in the monastery, where we are trying to help our friend Johanka, who has been arrested by the Inquisitor. In the last episode, we went and spoke with many people to try to convince them to come to her defense in the trial. We still need to speak with her and see if we can't convince her to tone it down, to speak with humility during the trial. We've got 2 days in, so I tried to talk to him. I did want to go and talk through the other options with the Inquisitor and see if that might help us any with him.
Why did you have Johanka imprisoned?
I talked to her for a long time about the things she was saying and about her convictions. I warned her that she had to stop preaching in public. And I told her if she had any further concerns, or as she claims, visions, she should come to me. Johanka chose to ignore my warning and continued with her preaching. Obviously, I couldn't turn a blind eye to that kind of disobedience.
But what's so bad about what Johanka has been saying?
Look here. It's simply unacceptable that anyone at all should come along and stand up in the market square and preach about God's will or how he or she interprets it. God gave us his teachings, which we must honor, and he showed us how to fulfill them. It is only those teachings that lead us on the path to salvation and God's grace. But understanding those teachings is no simple matter. It demands learning, time, and effort. That is one of the tasks of Holy Mother Church. What Johanka has been saying is dangerously close to heresy. She must be brought to see the error of her ways, and her disruptive actions must cease.
But Johanka hasn't done anything against God. On the contrary, she's devout, and she's trying to redeem sinners.
Perhaps, but she's also incited disobedience to the nobles, and that is a serious accusation.
That's the real issue,
Think of
isn't
it like
it?
this. You have to pass through a dark forest filled with hazards. Many paths lead to that forest, but only one will lead you safely through it. You know which is the right path, but others don't. Would you show them the right path, or leave each to choose his own and very likely lose his way?
I'd show them the right path, but it would be up to them whether to take it or not.
But then many would lose their way and die. Because of you. Where it concerns God's mercy and grace, we cannot allow that to happen. You must understand that it is the mission of the Church to care for the soul of every person. It is our sacred duty to lead the people to salvation.
How does the Church know which is the right path?
Watch how you speak, Henry, and how you consider such matters. God is the fountain of truth, and he is represented on earth by his holy church and none other. The church was built on the foundations of Christ's apostles, who passed on his wisdom to others, as they passed on the task of leading people to the love of God and thereby to salvation. Do you think the church would now want to lead the people to damnation? That we would consciously corrupt the task that the Son of God passed on to us? We would be condemning not only the people, but ourselves too. It would extinguish the very sense of our existence.
You're right, Monsignor. Sorry, all this learning at once was a bit much for me. I got confused. I apologize. Thank you for having the patience to explain it to me.
Good. I'm glad I've dispelled your confusion. I will excuse your error. But in future, do not be misled, because that will open your mind to Lucifer himself. And that's the very reason why Johanka was wrong to indulge in philosophizing and leading people astray. See you later.
Okay, I'm gonna save and then ask the other question. Because I don't know where it's gonna go, and I seem to be at a safe space right now where I can still save her. But I wanna know what this is.
Monsignor, I've heard of various irregularities in the province that might be of interest to you.
Very good, my son. A good Christian certainly shouldn't conceal such things. Please, speak.
Oh, I wonder what happens if we rat Godwin out.
There are interesting things going on inside the monastery.
In the monastery? What kind of things?
The monks in the monastery are very concerned with the election of the new abbot. There's a lot of scheming going on over it.
But how do you know about it? How does a servant of the royal hetman come by knowledge of the confidential affairs of the Brotherhood of Monks?
The royal hetman and his servants have their ways.
Yeah.
Besides, it's our duty to keep track of goings-on in the province, apart from the cloisters, of course. I heard that particular story from a novice that the brothers were sending out to get wine for them.
It seems the royal hetman and his servants are exceptionally observant. And can you tell me the name of the novice you heard this from?
Who was it? It was
Lucas.
There is a novice of that name at the monastery. I shall have to speak to the prior about these matters. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. If you've nothing else to tell me, you may leave.
Oh yeah, there's a devil's skull.
A demon's skull was found on the church building site.
Yes, I heard something about it. A disturbing report. Tell me what you know about it.
It was a deception, sir. Someone made it with evil intentions, to frighten people. I found the skull and brought it to the local knacker. He confirmed it was a human skull with animal horns stuck on.
You did the right thing, Henry, in uncovering the deception and in telling me about it.
Some women in Ujit went to the herbalist for magic ointment. Then they went to the woods, smeared this ointment on themselves, and engaged in all sorts of incantations and
Don't ask
spells.
how I know this.
What? Witchcraft? God have mercy. They must be brought to justice. Who is this herbalist they visited?
Not to worry, Monsignor. Father Godwin put a stop to it.
Well, that's good news at least. Witchcraft will not be tolerated under any circumstances.
Simon the Hermit. Who was the Hermit? Oh, Father Simon. Got it.
The former parish priest of Rovna, Father Simon, went missing one day. Everyone thought he'd fled from the province, but in fact he just went to the woods and became a hermit.
I see. Why did he do that?
I couldn't tell you.
That's a pity. Well, I'm glad you told me about him.
There were Valdensians hiding in Ujits.
Really? And how did you find out about it?
Sir Hanish sent me to help the vicar track them down and catch them.
So, Sir Hanish had an interest in finding them?
Yes, that's right.
I'm pleased to hear it. It's not always possible to see eye to eye with secular lords in such matters. And how did it end up with the members of the sect?
They fled. The vicar is still trying to track them down.
That's unfortunate. Let's hope the vicar succeeds promptly in his mission.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Well, the parish priest in Ujits is rather unorthodox. Not that he's a bad person, not at all. He takes good care of his flock, no doubt. It's just that he drinks quite a lot. In fact, he's even said mass while drunk. And,
That's a rumor.
he keeps a concubine.
That distresses me. All the more so because what you describe isn't at all unique amongst the clergy. Thank you for telling me, Henry. Matters like this certainly must be addressed.
That's all, Monsignor.
All right, Henry, thank you. But I hope you're not keeping anything from me. Take care.
Okay, so I was wondering if we would get any sort of, like, extra bonus for doing that. Can you tell me anything new?
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in... Take care.
I do not want to go through that again. Alright, I'm gonna reload that save because I don't want Godwin to get in trouble and all of those things to cause issues, so we're gonna reload. Okay, now we'll go and see if we can get in there to talk to Johanka and convince her to speak with humility. Do you have anything interesting on you? Hey, a new level.
This isn't a job. It's a penance.
What was that? Inquisitor's papers. Papers identifying the bearer as a member of the Papal Inquisitor Bishop Jaroslav of Benešov's retinue. I, by the will of God, Papal Inquisitor and Bishop of Sarepta Jaroslav of Benešov, hereby confirm that the bearer of this document is a member of my retinue, and as such must be accorded the honor befitting that station, and must not be hindered from carrying out my commands, but must be offered every compliance thereto. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
That's gotta come in handy. I should have checked if he had any other things on him, but I don't want to get caught.
Our Lord's tasty. Good on bread and for frying. Come and get it, fine people. And pork crackling too. A joy to taste.
I want to talk about Johanka.
All right.
I'm one of the bishop's retinue. I could probably have just convinced him. Or pay. Either way, it would have worked, probably. What's this do?
I'm quite aware of that, my man. I'm with the bishop's entourage. Look.
Show me that. Ah, I see. All right, sir. You can talk to her.
Thank you. You can really read?
A little, yes. That's why they put me here.
Very good. I'm impressed. Now leave us, please.
Certainly, sir. I'll see you later.
No doubt Johanka's...
Johanka, are you all right?
Yes, Henry. I'm fine. I'm glad to see you.
I spoke to the Inquisitor. He wants to put you on trial.
I know. It's all in God's hands now.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the bishop has allowed me to defend you.
You want to defend me? Thank you. Henry, that's very kind of you. But you needn't bother. Our Lady won't let anything bad happen to me. I am her instrument, and I am completely in her hands. Everything that's happening is her sacred will.
But I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need someone to testify for you. As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist. Maybe it's the will of the Virgin that you came to me. So be it then.
did the pilgrimage.
I went to Ujits, like you asked.
That's good, Henry. I hope you purged yourself of your sins.
I did the pilgrimage of penance, like you said. And in the church, I begged the Virgin Mary for forgiveness.
And she will bless you, Henry. You're a good man. Remember that. And don't stray into wrongdoing again.
I won't. I made a donation to the church, too. And the parish priest there, Father Godwin, he was asking about you.
Was he? Well, what did you tell him?
Oh, just about everything that's going on and the things you were saying. He was quite moved by it, to tell the truth. He even gave me some writings.
You see? Maybe Our Lady is giving you a sign, too.
What did Bishop Jaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of things. Like how the Virgin Mary visits me, what she shows me, and about preaching to the people. Actually, he was really quite pleasant. He asked me about scalets, whether I go to church, and a lot of other things. And in the end, he told me I mustn't speak in public again about the visitations and that. But I couldn't obey an order like that. The Blessed Virgin is testing me, and I have to do what she asks, no matter who or what stands in the way.
I'd say he wasn't too happy about that.
No. He came there with his men, dispersed the people, and had me arrested and locked up here.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
I'll get some people who will testify for you in court. But Brother Nicodemus is worried you'll say things that will make the Inquisitor angry. Please don't do that. You have to talk to him respectfully, answer his questions with humility, and not say anything to annoy him. And don't say anything against the church or priests. Please.
I'll say only what the Blessed Virgin wants me to say.
Johanka, please. You mustn't say anything against him or the church. Be contrite. Maybe even admit you might have been wrong about some things. I don't think the Inquisitor is so bad. If you submit to him, he'll drop the charges.
You too now. You're speaking exactly the same as his assistant. The two of you joined forces against me, did you?
I've nothing to do with him. I didn't even know he was here. Believe me, I'm really trying to help you.
You don't believe me anymore, do you?
I do, Johanka, I believe you. But in court, you must speak reasonably, prudently. A lot depends on it. Maybe even your life.
I appreciate your concern for me, Henry, really, I do. But you must understand. I can't deny that the Virgin Mary visits me, or what she wants to tell us. Not now. After everything that's happened, I can't. Otherwise, she won't heal Matthias.
But you have to consider yourself and what's good for you. Surely you don't want to be convicted of heresy? That won't do anyone any good, neither you nor Matthias.
I've already told you. Everything is in the hands of the Blessed Virgin. I will accept with humility the fate she grants me.
Oh, Sakra. This is going to be a right mess.
Damn.
Alright. I don't know how that went. I feel like she's not gonna do what we want. Try my best, that's all I can do. I better go and tell Nicodemus.
Meat, mutton, veal, beef, and chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I hate telling her to tone it down because she's so passionate, and people that are passionate about God, you don't want them to stop being passionate about God. But is it worth getting her killed? Because you know they're gonna kill her, like they will. This day and age, that's what they did to heretics, or people they deemed heretics. Especially women.
today, Hen?
I spoke to Johanka.
And did you manage to convince her?
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn. She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Oh dear, Henry. That's not good at all. What about her family? Doesn't she have a relative she might listen to?
No.
Sleep again.
None of them survived the raid on Skalitz.
She has no one at all left in the world? Poor child.
Good luck, then.
It came back. Hold on. Brother Nicodemus was concerned that Johanka might criticize the church when she spoke in court, which would make things even worse for her. I managed to see her and try to talk some sense into her, but to no avail. She's out obstinately insisting that she has only the duty to say what Our Lady tells her. Johanka is very obstinate and won't change her mind. I told Brother Nicodemus, and he's worried that Johanka will come to a bad end if I can't convince her. He asked about her parents, but unfortunately they're gone. She still has some loved ones from Skalitz here, though. What, Matthias? Is he alive? Oh, I can talk to him now. Yes, I couldn't talk to him yesterday, or in the last episode.
Matthias? You're better.
Henry? Is it you?
Yes, it's me. Who else would it be?
I'm glad you're here, Henry. I feel a bit better now. I'd even like to eat something. I must tell Johanka. She'll be glad.
Johanka's not here.
Oh? Where is she?
How to begin? Look, things got a bit complicated here. The main thing is, Johanka is in jail, awaiting trial.
What? What happened?
The Virgin Mary is speaking to Johanka, and Johanka is spreading her word to the people. But there's this inquisitor who heard about it and had her arrested. He's putting her on trial for heresy.
Oh, my God. How could such a thing happen? But if Our Lady is speaking to her, surely nothing can happen to her.
Well, I hope not. Trouble is, Johanka is very obstinate, and she's likely to say things in court that will just make it worse for her. Listen, Matthias, I need you to go with me and talk to her. Maybe together we can convince her to see sense.
I wish I could, but I'm still too weak to even get out of bed. I'm sorry, Henry. I just can't do it. You know what? Tell her I'm feeling better, and I agree with everything you tell her. Give her this dice. She'll understand. It'll almost be like I was there with you.
Dice?
Oh, it's a long story. Johanka knows all about it. Or you can ask Theresa, too.
All right, if you say so.
Henry, please, look out for her. And make sure nothing happens to her.
I'll do my best.
Take care.
Alright, so that dice is the one that Theresa got for Johanka, so she would have an opportunity to give it to Matthias at the dance. Alright, he said to talk to Theresa, didn't he? I talked to Matthias, who's a bit better now and looking like he might make a recovery. He's very anxious about Johanka. Gave me his dice to give to her and said she'd understand. I'm sure Johanka will be glad to hear he's better. I should go to her quickly. Yeah, but... Alright, what time is it? Oh, it's still morning. I want to go to Theresa. Because he said to ask her about it. I think I've got enough time.
I've got something for you. I got them from Uncle Hashek. Just don't go poking them where you shouldn't.
They're lockpicks. They're not really intended for poking in your own locks.
True, but at least don't get caught. And if you do, you didn't get them from me.
Theresa, I need your help. It's about Johanka.
What is it, Hal?
She's being visited by the Virgin Mary and then preaching to the people about it. But this Inquisitor caught wind of it. He arrested her and she's facing trial.
Oh my god.
I need to talk Johanka into speaking to the court with humility and not angering the Inquisitor, but she won't listen. Can you think of anything that might change her mind?
I don't know, Henry. I've never come across anything like this before. I hope nothing happens to Johanka.
I'll make sure nothing happens to her. But I need your help.
Well, she always was stubborn and opinionated. Maybe Matthias could help. Johanka was always very fond of him.
But Matthias fled to Merhoyed, and he was wounded in a raid by bandits there. He's been in bad shape ever since. Johanka had him taken to the infirmary in Sasau, where she could take care of him. He's lying there still.
God, I hope he gets better.
Don't worry, he will, I'm sure. He's a lot better now. I even spoke to him. He gave me some dice for Johanka, whatever that's all about.
That dice has a history for the two of them. But I'll tell you some other time. Give it to her. It'll certainly raise her spirits.
Thanks, Theresa.
Just make sure nothing happens to Johanka, please. And tell her I'll pray for her. And for Matthias, that he gets better.
Hey, I was really hoping for more, Theresa. That's Hashek. As if it was, I might just have to take him out. Okay. I get back there now. Okay, we'll do another save.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
I spoke to Matthias.
What? But he's lying in a fever, isn't he?
Not anymore.
No, he's much better. He asked about you. He wanted to come here, but he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, that's wonderful. You see? Our Lady helped him. And now, I have to do my part.
But doesn't it mean that you've already done your part?
Well,
What would be the point of it all if the Inquisitor were to have you imprisoned now? Or even worse?
It's a message. A final test. I mustn't fail now, after everything.
But you already passed the Virgin Mary's message on. Many people heard it, and many of them have amended their ways.
Yes.
You certainly haven't failed. Look, Matthias gave me this for you, and he asked me to tell you to look out for yourself. Theresa is worried about you too.
That's very sweet of her. Thank her for me. I'll pray for her. Thank you, Henry. Go now. I need to rest.
Did it work? Doesn't tell. It doesn't tell. I tried again to talk sense into Johanka and gave her the dice from Matthias. I don't know whether it helped, but there was nothing more I could do.
From the woods or from the pen. It all tastes delicious.
Yeah! Yeah!
Guess we're gonna go do it. See what happens. We have a save we can go back to if we need to. I know I could fast travel up here, but the sprinting with a horse is faster in-game time. Slower in real time, but the important part is that we don't miss this. So, all right, we're gonna do another save. as well do a bard potion. I mean, I've got max speech right now, but it's not gonna hurt to drink that. Bard potion effect. It says +5 speech, so not bad. Okay, sir. Let's do this thing.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. I have also completed my investigation. We may commence then with the proceedings?
Yes.
Good. I will send for everyone who is to bear witness and have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first thing tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum. I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
Of course. Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now, and we'll meet in the morning. Bye.
Well, let's see what happens. You can call me Brother Gregor.
Let us begin.
See how this goes.
I, Bishop Jaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sasau in response to reports of Marian visitations and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found indeed that by her arbitrary word she's been leading good people astray and encouraging their rebellion against their betters.
Not true.
Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and to appoint herself as an intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God. This does not behove any lay person, and certainly not a woman. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, and shall be bound by a most sacred oath to speak only the truth. I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best know what deeds are done in his parish. Father Fabian,
Objection.
will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
You cannot trust a man with
Johanka
such a
claims
haircut.
that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
And prior to this, did Johanka attend church? Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor. What's more, the parish priest of Skalitz is staying at my presbytery just now. Johanka knows him well enough, but she didn't come to see even him. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary really does speak to Johanka.
Is that so? And on what do you found this claim?
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives at the monastery, doesn't she? Close to the cave of St. Procopius. St. Procopius, who overpowered the devil and cast him down, did he not? The evil one would hardly dare return to the dominion of the saints to whisper in Johanka's ear. Surely that's obvious.
Good point,
it's
Henry.
True, Henry. That evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little power in the vicinity of the remains of St. Procopius.
But the fact that she lives at the monastery doesn't mean that she is not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself, who would not even be tolerated if it weren't for Brother Nicodemus.
Yes, Father. I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. But in this, I must concur with Henry.
Monsignor, would you please hear the testimony of the respected burgher Pavel of Kolin? He will testify that Johanka isn't making anything up.
Well, I'm very curious what this Pavel will tell us. Call Pavel of Kolin. I'm a little surprised to find a counselor of Kolin here, especially you, who makes no secret of your animosity towards Sasau Monastery.
True. Although I have only criticized the monastery in secular matters of property, which concerned a dispute with the town of Kolin, and therefore my duties as a counselor.
Pavel, please tell us about your recent experience.
I'm all ears, Goodman.
Monsignor, some years ago I hid some money in Sasau woods. When I found myself here again recently and heard Johanka's words, I remembered that matter. Johanka made me aware of my inordinate love of wealth, and I resolved to donate the money in question for the common good of Sasau. For this, I needed an honest intermediary who would locate the money. In this, too, Johanka helped me by putting me in touch with Henry here. By the grace of God, he found the long-lost treasure and donated it for the good of Sasau. The whole matter, I regard
He even took out some Cumos in the process.
An interesting tale, Goodman Pavel.
Not only that, it's also evidence of divine providence, and that Johanka isn't making anything up. She wasn't possessed by an evil spirit. On the contrary, Our Lady really did speak to her.
I must concur with that, Monsignor, because I was subsequently also visited in a dream by the Virgin Mary.
What? You too?
Yes. She appeared in a blue cloak and waved to me.
Do you swear that what you say is true, Pavel?
I swear by Almighty God, Monsignor.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Very well, Goodman. Thank you for your testimony. You may stand down.
Okay, next.
Even if it were true, why would Our Lady choose a simple village girl like Johanka?
Monsignor, with your permission, I'd like to draw attention to the work of the great
Godwin
scholar
gave us.
Matthew of Janov. He exalted women like Johanka. He said that God created what is weak in order to bring shame on what is strong. That's why God turns to women who love Christ and blesses them with such visions, so that they can point out and rectify the vanities of men. It can't be heresy if the learned masters of universities write such tracts.
What
do you say about that?
Is remarkable. Matthew's work, which you mentioned, does speak to Johanka's benefit, but I wouldn't have expected that someone of your station has even heard of the Master of Janov. How did you come by his work?
Well, Johanka pressed me to go on a pilgrimage of repentance. I went to Ujits, where there is a Marian church, and there, the parish priest gave me a copy of the text.
That's surprising indeed. Especially that you are at all capable of reading such a work and understanding it.
Yeah,
You're
I'm just
quite
a yokel.
fountain of unexpected skills, Henry.
Thank you, Monsignor.
Let's proceed then. Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Nicodemus.
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it. He's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him. Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls. I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please tell me how Johanka behaved.
Monsignor, I must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure. Selfless, charitable, and good-hearted. She helped more people here than anyone else. I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian. She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
Yes. Yes. That's quite an extraordinary thing. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore, I believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God. But it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
What?
Oh.
Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus, stick to the point, if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences. Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions. And what about St. Bridget, or Elizabeth of Schurnau, or Catherine of Siena? Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Jaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true. You can rest assured I will consider your words very carefully.
Going well so far.
Fabian, have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there. Although, I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Waldensians? So there have been heretics concealed here. So, it cannot be ruled out that Johanka also associated with them. Perhaps they are even behind this matter, too. Thank you, Father Fabian. That's all.
I'm glad to have been of service, Monsignor.
I thank you also, Brother Nicodemus. You too may stand down. Call Hashek, Bailiff of Sasau. Bailiff, has there been any suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been cumins on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, Bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you much about her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here, on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice or blessing.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has all the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's true. They met outside town, too, and it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
I didn't pull the sword out.
I will be all. And you, Henry, you've been around Johanka more than anyone. Do people come to her for blessings?
Johanka doesn't bless anyone.
They come to her, yes. But I swear she never blessed anyone. But when someone comes to her, she tries to help them, like a good Christian.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that to lie here is a mortal sin and a crime.
I do. And I'm not lying.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, we'll go with the tailor's wife?
Yes, Monsignor. Johanka helped Guta, the tailor's wife. Please hear her testimony. You'll see for yourself that Johanka is a good Christian.
Very well. I promised I'd hear your witnesses. Call this Guta.
It's a Guta witness.
Guta, you witnessed Johanka's first sermon. What did she speak of?
About how we should be virtuous and not sinful.
And then you went to see Johanka, didn't you?
I did, Monsignor. I wanted to ask her for help, and she did. I was praying for my husband for a long time and begging God to help him. And I believe my prayers were answered, and he sent Johanka to us.
And there were others who came to her seeking help?
Yes, Monsignor. There were.
And that shrine and the gifts. People brought them to Johanka so she'd help them?
I couldn't tell you. But she helped me without any of that.
Didn't you bring her any gifts?
Well, yes, but that was after. Just some old cloth for bandages and bed covers, so she could help others like she helped me. Every evening, I pray for Johanka and thank the Blessed Virgin for sending her to us.
I see. Thank you. You may go.
And Adela.
I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Johanka helped people selflessly, not for any benefit, and Adela can testify to that.
All right. Bring this Adela. Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths, laundering and repairing clothes, and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No.
No.
Sometimes I went with the fellas and pleasured them for money. But I don't do it anymore. I swear. I changed my ways on account of Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes. Henry convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
No, monsieur, I haven't.
Good. May God give you the will to maintain your newfound virtue, Adela. And now, please answer one more question. You're living with Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come to her.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No, it's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone. And she doesn't want any gifts from anyone either. Folk just bring them. The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded. She doesn't keep anything. I swear.
You swear?
Yes. I swear to it all, Monsignor. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra, the swordsmith's wife. Bring her here.
The worst one.
Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a good overview of what goes on in Sasau. As you told me earlier, will you tell me now what you know of Johanka and her deeds?
Yes, I'll tell you everything, Monsignor. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that. As if we were bad people here, and she herself is a sinner. And an adulterer, a loose woman she is, who goes with anyone. And even fornicated with the custodian, Sir Sebastian.
That's not how it is.
That's nothing but slander.
Quiet, Henry. I will deal with this matter in a moment.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Katra isn't telling the whole truth.
What do you mean, Henry?
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka several times to cause trouble for her and threaten her. She wanted to drive Johanka out of town. That's not the deed of a good Christian, plotting intrigues like that. She admitted it all to me.
Is that true?
I only did what was necessary to stop her from bringing us to harm.
Monsignor, you can see yourself that Katra holds a grudge against Johanka.
Yes, I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings. You should have reported your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But
yeah, exactly.
She's bringing us nothing but trouble.
I will be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless, I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be ignored. Bring here the Sasau custodian, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
Okay, we did not ask him about this, so let's see how it goes. Maybe we could have helped. I don't know.
Sir Sebastian, my apologies for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told that you have shared your bed with Johanka. Is it true?
Monsignor, with respect, this is surely some mistake. Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means a heretic.
Noted. Now please answer my question. Did you share your bed with Johanka or not?
Yes. But she's not...
Silence! So, Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
No.
That's not true. Johanka never seduced anyone. It's the other way round. He wouldn't leave her alone from the moment she came to Sasau. He simply took advantage of her misfortune and his own status to get her into bed.
How dare you!
Silence! Henry?
Johanka regrets it. What was she to do when she was constantly pursued by a nobleman who has great influence in the area?
What I did out of love for her. Johanka is no heretic, only a confused, unhappy young girl. There's no call for jumping to the conclusion of heresy. Monsignor, you must be able to see that.
I advise caution, sir. Would you cast doubt on the authority of the Church in this trial?
I will no longer tolerate this humiliation. Get out of my way!
What? What was that?
Henry? You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You've said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
Because she speaks the words of Our Lady. That can't be ignored. I would be disrespecting the Blessed Virgin if I turned my back on Johanka.
So, you two are still convinced of that? We'll have to see what Johanka says about it herself. That will be all, Henry.
Monsignor, please permit me to say one more thing. I heard some wise words at a sermon in Skalitz, and I think I should share them here. It's our Christian duty to fight against sin. But we must love the sinner. So I beg you, Monsignor, be lenient to Johanka.
You're right, Henry. Those are wise words. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself.
Okay, let's see if we did it.
Johanka of Sasau.
Did we convince her?
You've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier, or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. She did visit me. But now I admit that I might have been wrong about some things.
Okay,
I don't
that's
understand
promising.
these learned matters, and I was too hasty in speaking to the people. I regret that I didn't go first to Father Fabian and tell him about everything. I want to apologize here, before the Blessed Virgin. If I misunderstood something and said untruths or brought shame on the Church, I didn't intend to do anything like that. I ask Our Lady's forgiveness, and I will accept any punishment that you impose on me.
I'm pleased that you've seen the error of your ways and confessed to your mistakes. These proceedings are closed. You may leave. Johanka will now hear my verdict.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monsignor. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences.
Pride and ignorance clouded her reason.
It's executioner.
It would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I sincerely repent of my sins of conceit. I confess that I was led by my pride to believe the Virgin Mary chose me to put the world to rights. And I set myself above the learned prelates of the Church and the divine right of nobility. I repent my sins of pride and ask forgiveness. I will do as you command, Father.
Johanka has confessed her guilt, and from this day forward shall be a good and humble Christian again. She shall no longer indulge in philosophizing, and shall in her penitent's robe go every day to pray at the Church of St. Martin. Therefore, I ask you to welcome Johanka back into your midst and hold no grudge against her. if the Virgin Mary should happen to visit you again, tell Father Fabian he will send for me. All right?
Yes, Signor.
Very good.
Well, we saved her.
Matthias!
Johanka was cleared of all charges of heresy, and the Inquisitor, his job done and his verdict pronounced, left Sasau for good. Matthias recovered from his illness, and he and Johanka finally met again. It was a happy sight to see them both alive and well after their trials. Who knows what awaits them now? Or all of us, for that matter.
Yay, we did it. Anything else? Nothing else popping. Oh man, how am I heavy? Nothing. Look at that quest log that since it's completed and see what it says on it. I defended Johanka in her trial for heresy successfully. She was cleared of the most serious charges, and the Inquisitor instructed that she be charitably accepted back into Christian society. Matthias recovered too, and he and Johanka could finally be together. I wonder if the Virgin Mary will ever visit her again, or if we've seen the last of the Madonna of Sasau. Alright, let's go and see if we can talk to them. Surely they're up here, right? There she is. Oh, ma'am, hold on.
Johanka?
Henry, I'm still muddled from all that happened, but I want to thank you for standing by me. You've done more for me than anyone else I know.
You don't have to thank me. I only did what I considered right.
I'm still grateful, though. I'm in your debt. Take care.
Okay, cool. Matthias, I thought I heard you talking to me.
On?
I can't complain.
I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Henry. Johanka told me all about how you helped her. And actually, me too. It's incredible. All the things that happened.
You're right there.
I'm in your debt, Henry. For both of us.
Don't mention it, Matthias. You'd have done the same, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
See? Next time I need help, I know who to come to. Anyway, what else is new? What about Johanka?
Well, she has to go to St. Martin's to do penance every day.
You know that's not what I'm asking about.
Yeah. It's all good. Of course, she's very busy. And me too. But we'll go dancing together next time there's some feet here. That is, I'd like to. She would too, but she's a bit ashamed.
Why?
On account of the preaching and the court and everything. She's worried about being among people.
I see. Well, that'll pass with time, believe me. It took me and Theresa a while to get somewhere too. Sometimes I feel like it's been a whole year.
Like you say, time will
come. It's been a while.
So what will you do now, Matthias? Or the two of you?
I wish I knew, Henry. For now, I'll work in the monastery grounds. Maybe even on the construction, until they throw us out.
They don't want to let you stay here?
Well, it seems the abbot isn't happy about so many lay people right outside the monastery walls. Nicodemus is trying to put a word in for us. And for Adela, too. But the abbot can be very obstinate. He wasn't happy about Johanka being here at all. And then, with all that happened after...
I see. So what will you do if you have to leave?
I really don't know. We'll stay until harvest, at least. There'll be plenty of work, and then... we'll see. Maybe we can find jobs somewhere around here. But more likely we'll go away to other parts. If we can save some money. I don't know where.
Come to Pribyslavitz.
Well, I might have something for you. Sir Divish appointed me Bailiff of Pribyslavitz. After you finish with the harvests, the two of you could go there. There'll be lots of work there for a clever pair like you.
Jesus, Henry. You've really come up in the world.
Yeah.
That would be great. Thanks. We'll go there, right after harvest. It's good to know we'll have a place for the winter. I won't forget you for this, Henry. And for everything you've done.
Nice. Alright, what about Nico? Adela, you got anything? Nope.
I heard you and Pavel of Kolin gave a donation to Sasau. It's a pity you didn't think of us. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Brother Nicodemus, I'd like to thank you for the wonderful testimony you gave.
You're the one who deserves thanks, Henry. I feared the worst. And for all my prayers, I never even dared hope for such an outcome. I could hardly believe it at first. I was very fearful for Johanka. It didn't look good at all for her, facing such accusations. And you did an excellent job, Henry. It's largely due to you that everything turned out as it did. Thanks for defending her, Henry.
I'm kind of a big deal.
There's few people who could have done it so well. Recently, I found an interesting volume in the monastery library and made a copy from it in secret. It's just a few lines, but maybe you'll find it useful.
Thanks.
Chamomile brew?
Do you still think the Virgin Mary's visitations were real?
Yes, I think they were. Even if she didn't interpret the message quite correctly, we were certainly witness to something extraordinary.
Recipe I got from Brother Nicodemus. It won't miraculously cure anything, but it will fortify health and heal slowly over a long period. Okay. Let's go talk to the overseer, Sebastian, see what he has to say.
How are you, Henry?
Good. In a private area. See about that.
Johanka was cleared of all accusations, despite the things that were said in the trial, which you heard yourself, sir.
Johanka has been cleared and is safe, it's true. And now she's with that fellow, Matthias. But I suppose it's best that way. I should never have started that affair with her. It was unreasonable on my part and unjust towards her. Now I can see the wrongness of my actions, thanks to her. In the future, I'll be a better, more virtuous person.
Well, that's
I believe
good.
That's what she wanted. May she find happiness with Matthias. As long as I'm in Sasau and have it in my power, they shall have my protection. It means I also owe an apology to you, Henry of Skalitz. Thank you for doing what you did for Johanka. Recently, I had a new weapon made for myself, but I think it's more fitting that you should have it. Here it is. Let's speak no more of Johanka. Go in peace. See you later.
Bomberg sword. Let me get out of here. Bomberg sword. Fine sword, one of the nicest weapons in the area, which Sir Sebastian von Berg had made for himself. He gave it to me as a token of his gratitude for defending Johanka in the heresy trial. Cool. Alright, man, I know this episode's getting long, but I don't want to stop just yet. Strobe. I want to go to speak to the other people if we can. At least Pavel. Adela didn't have anything to say. Adele. So let's see if Pavel has anything, if he's still here. Then maybe we'll hit Theresa and Godwin.
Look out!
Looks like he's gone.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Nothing.
Thank you for the dress, Henry.
Johanka is saved. The Inquisitor dropped the charges of heresy and freed her.
I'm relieved. You've no idea how much. It was very good of you to stand by her, Henry.
That was the least I could do. After all, Johanka is no heretic.
True. But even so, standing up to the Inquisitor, that took the kind of courage few people have. Do you know what will happen to Johanka now?
I don't really know. But she's out of harm's way. I suppose she'll stay in Sasau for a while yet. She still has to go to St. Martin's Church to do penance. But Matthias has recovered, which is itself something of a miracle. And it looks like the two of them will be together.
That's good. It looks like all the bad things have finally turned to good.
Okay. That's good. Now we'll go to Ujits and talk to Godwin. DLC quest is up there. Okay, I thought we weren't going to get to do this, but looks like we can do it. So we just have to go meet Hans over there. All right. Well, guess this is not the last episode. Godwin, good news.
God be with you, Henry.
And with you, sir.
Good health to you.
I brought you back that manuscript you lent me.
Ah, the opus of Matthew of Janov. I was wondering if I'd ever see it again. Thanks, my son.
That's all?
Good luck, then.
Okay. Well, good deal, then. We have saved Johanka, returned the stuff, got them secured at a place where they can have a good life in Pribyslavitz after they get done in Sasau. It's feeling good. So that will do it for this episode. We have completed the Woman's Lot DLC. And in the next one, we'll go and talk to Sir Hans and work on his DLC, which will be certainly will not be as virtuous as Johanka's. So be sure you subscribe and tune in, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, be good.
Good boy. That's my boy.